Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Yo guys, what's up? Welcome to Vencabot. This is Dragon Warrior 3 action. My name is David. Damn, I love this game. I just booted it up. It's a mad late start for us here. It's past 10 o'clock in the evening Eastern time. And right away, the soundtrack, the graphics, everything just is bringing back all those positive feelings I have for this game. That being said, it's been about a week since I last played, so I need to kind of reacclimate myself here. Right away, I see we have Ass Milk on the team. That's our Goof Off. The goal is to get the Goof Off to level 20 so that they can reincarnate. Also, I have... I look at my notes here. I see we found a new town last time. We ended up in this town of Samanau, and there they have some new gear. I have bought all the gear that I want, right, except for this silver shield for Brian. I think that what I'm going to do tonight is, last week we spent all week exploring the map. We sailed everywhere and explored everything, and it was so much fun. I love exploring. But we did discover some new dungeons that we haven't actually completed yet. And that's kind of my goal for tonight. I think that we've pretty much explored the world as much as I can explore it right now, outside of just sailing the ocean randomly. And so it's time to start going through these dungeons I've been finding, and I assume collecting these colored orbs, right? So I'm gonna open up my notes here on my side, locally, and make a note here, right? So I'm gonna call this, like the Dungeoni notes. And basically, I've been sailing around, and I haven't done a proper dungeon in more than a week. But we've found some dungeons, right? So, right now I have 2 of the 6 colored orbs. And where did I find those? One colored orb was discovered at the pirates' base in their treasure trove. The other colored orb was found at Tadanki with the ghost of the prisoner, right? And those are the red and green or orange orbs. So I need 4 more orbs. Basically, I think. That's how that works, right? 4 more orbs? 4 more orbs? I can think of 3 dungeons off the top of my head that we can do right now. One is a tower near Moor. The other is a tower on the west side of the Sioux continent, I believe. And the last is a cave near Samanau. Right? What's up, Portiel? Did we get an update to the chat? It looks a little different. And hello. Yeah, it's not the chat. I think the chat looks mostly the same. It's the actual website looks different. The website got updated, yes. So we're now on PeerTube 7.0, which is a pretty big difference in the layout. But I believe that the chat is the same. It's a whole separate plugin that should look the same no matter what. But yeah, the actual site looks different. If you see some stuff on the left side that are different, that's probably just the menu and stuff like that. How's that been, Fortiel? How do you have how is this? How do you have a good weekend? It's like, how are you? And have you had a good weekend together? How did you have a good weekend? So I feel pretty much like we're ready to get going. So where is this tower? I need to go to my seafaring notes, right? I see. The new continent northeast of Moor is really huge. On the middle west side of it is a tower. On the southeast side of it is a village. I believe that village is the pirates. The pirates area. Oh, yeah, the Orochi Cave. Actually, there's also the Orochi Cave. So there's 4 dungeons we could do. And I presume that all 4 dungeons are going to be about equal in difficulty, because it seems like we've kind of hit the peak. We've hit the peak of level in this game, which is around level 20, it seems like. So I think this kind of, we're kind of like in the end game part. Dragon Dragon Warrior 2 had an endgame section where everything's kind of the same level, and it was really hard. It was super hard and ball-busting and really obnoxious. This game might be the same, we'll see. But I believe they were pretty much equipped outside of Ass Milk being pathetically weak. That being said, Getchly and Jeremig are almost level 21, which means that I'm going to reclass them. But to what, I wonder? You know, maybe I won't reclass, maybe I'll just keep them leveling up until they learn some new spells? I don't know. The buns on the side look different. Yeah, I worked a bunch, but it was good. I'm excited to finally have this Sunday off. Ooh, so I should be able to stay for most of the Warcraft stream. Ah! Oh, Saturday. I'm sorry, Saturday. Warcraft stream. We're going to finish the human campaign, I think, but boy, has it been longer than I expected it to be. It's huge. It's huge. Okay, so I basically have a tough call to make here. So I guess I'm going to say in my notes, right? In my notes. That, actually, I don't know. I guess I want to do the towers first because those don't seem strictly plot related. But maybe that's a good reason to save them. I think I might lean in that direction, right? So, the plot dungeons that I'm aware of are the cave near Japan and the cave near Samanao. Right? The Samanao cave is for the Change Rod quest. And I know how that quest is supposed to work. I'm gonna clear the cave, rescue the guy, you know, the hero, get the Change Rod, bring it to the old man in Greenlad, and he gives me a bone. Right, he gives me this bone. The bone is used to summon the ghost ship. The ghost ship I can, I'll make this note, right? So, do the Samanao cave, then get the Change Rod from the king of Samanao, then bring the Change Rod to the old man in Greenlad. He gives me the bone, just like I always wanted. Take the bone onto the high seas to meet the Phantom ship. On the Phantom ship, something about, you know, this hero, right? Like, something about a ghost. Well, let's scroll up and see what that's all about. Okay, the son of Simon. So Simon is a hero. He's in jail somewhere. And the jail is in that little bay that we can't get to because of the sad voice. Oh, that's right. On the Phantom ship, we get an artifact that will prevent the plaintive voice from blocking us from the jail island bay. If we can get to the jail island, we can find the hero Simon. Simon's sword, the Sword of Gaia, is for something, right? Isn't that pretty important with the Sword of Gaia? 3 sessions counting this week, right? Yes, it'll be our 3rd session. Each one about 5-6 hours long. And that's just for the human campaign. I would have expected it to have been 1 or 2 nights. I think it's because you've been having to go get back in the mindset of playing RTS games in general. I have never played RTS games. Again, I never played... I say that I played Warcraft, right? And it is true that I played Warcraft. But I was less than 10 years old, and I was using cheat codes. So I don't think that I ever really played them. I don't think I could have gotten past the first few stages without cheat codes. I was literally fucking invincible, right? I had unlimited magic, unlimited money, unlimited health. So I've never played... And that's the only RTS game I've ever played in my life, is Warcraft. So I really don't know how to... I'm pretty much learning how to play them for the first time. Sword of Gaia, well, I guess I do a search for the Sword of Gaia, right? In my notes. The Sword of Gaia was possessed by a man named Simon. Okay. The castle of the Archfiend is deep in the mountains of the Necrogond. Before long, thou wilt leave the sword of Gaia into a volcano's crater. Okay. It's for something, you throw it into the volcano's crater to reach the castle of the Archfiend. So that's kind of what that whole quest is for, is to get to the castle of the Archfiend. It's kind of funny that, I wonder if the orbs are optional. I think the orbs are to get an airship. But I'm pretty sure I can complete this quest without needing an airship. So I wonder if the orbs are kind of like optional that way. Now I want to learn about Orochi. Okay, Orochi terrorized people there. Orochi. Himiko has an orb-like crystal ball. So Himiko has the orb. I see. Himiko in Japan has an orb, but she hates outsiders. But she also hates Orochi. So if I go to the Orochi cave and kill Orochi, she'll probably give me the orb. Okay. Alright. So that's an orb quest. So the summon out thing is like the mainline quest, it seems like. It seems like this summon out thing is all about getting to the Archfiend's cave. I wonder if the orbs are optional. Yeah, it's really fun, Fortiel. I'm really enjoying Warcraft a lot. It's really frustrating. I've been thinking about how annoying the game is in terms of its being a little bit, hasn't aged that well in some respects. In particular, being, I guess it's kind of like a perfect storm, I realized. I can only select 4 characters at a time in that game, compared to the 9 from Warcraft 2. And because their pathfinding is so bad, and because the resolution is so small, it means I'm doing a lot of micromanaging, right? So I have to control them in very, very, very small groups, and because they can't find their way around... Oh, also the way they handle being attacked, right? If an archer is being attacked 3 steps away from a knight, the knight will not come to their rescue. So all these factors come together into a perfect storm of really, you have to really micromanage a lot. You have to really like be in the weeds and clicking and pointing your guys who to attack all the time. They won't ever do anything on their own. And it's a little bit obnoxious. So I think that it's those things I find the most annoying about the game, but it's still a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying it. Okay, so I guess I have to make a tough call. What do I want to do here? Do I want to do more orb stuff, or do I want to do main quest stuff with the Summonau? I kinda would rather do Summonau, because I'm so curious about whether or not I'm going to be able to... I wonder if it's optional. I wonder if the orb stuff is optional. It'd be very surprising for a game this old to have optional quests. At the same time, this game has been very surprising in general. It's been very ambitious, creatively. So I'm going to go to Summonau, I guess, and I guess I'm going to do a lot of grinding. I'm going to try to go to this cave, but it's going to be hard. But I think every dungeon will be really hard. And I'm not really sure how I'm going to handle Ass Milk being a goof-off, or Fortail being a merchant, because those classes seem really worthless. It seems like adding new party members that don't have any spells at this point is kind of a big challenge, because I need every resource I can possibly get. What I just realized is, does Ass Milk's animation walking sideways have her pointing to herself and then to the other person in a very flirtatious way? I'm gonna try to find a good background to put her on. See her little finger? She's like pointing to you, me, you, me, you, me, you, me, right? Isn't that funny? That could be a coincidence. It's kind of what it looks like, though. Other thing I can note here is about my party. Party theory. So, if you reach level 20 as a wizard, you get lots of good spells. If you reach level 20 as a pilgrim, you get lots of good spells. Both those two classes have identical stats, and they really do. They really, really do. If you reach level 20 as a soldier, you have really good vitality and HP. And strength. If you reach level 20 as a fighter, you have really good vitality, HP, strength, and agility. If you reach level 20 as a goof-off, you have lots of luck. So, Ginseng, welcome aboard. It's also a lot more simple than Warcraft 2 and StarCraft, so even though you feel like you're micromanaging a lot, you have to control a lot more of what's going on in those games. So that is kind of something that's always a part of RTS. I think you're right, 4TL. It's dragon time. How you doing, Ginseng? How's your weekend, Doc? I saw you last night, and it was a kick-ass time. Watching some Initial D. So here's the thing, when you respawn, or when you reincarnate, when you reclass, you keep half the stats you had as your previous class. But also, those stats stop leveling up until the point they would have leveled up in your current class. So basically, those extra points are meaningless unless your current class would not ever get those stats. Which seems to suggest that what you should do is reclass from some kind of mage to some kind of warrior. Because warriors never get intelligence or MP. So you would end up as a warrior that has all of your spells and half as much MP as you had as a mage, right? That seems to be what the game wants you to do. It seems like what it wants you to do is go from being a pilgrim to being a wizard to being some kind of warrior, whether you're a fighter or a soldier. I wonder what kind of stats Porm has in terms of health. Glad to hear it, Ginseng. The current goal for the stream, Ginseng, I'm basically taking some notes. I'm strategizing with how I want to go about the final part of the game. There is a lot of questing we can do now. We have a lot of quests unlocked, but I don't really know how I want to tackle them, like what order I want to tackle them, or how I'm going to survive my current party. My party is really, really bad, all things considered. What's up, souls? Souls, come unto me. Battle awaits us. I guess I'm going to put Assmilk away for a second, just to check out Porm's stats. I want to compare Porm's stats to when she was a soldier. Now, I wish I had written down those stats. I didn't write down Porm's stats when she was a soldier. Actually, I think I even have Porm stats written down here, to be honest. Or do I not have Porm stats written down? I do not, and that's kind of a big problem. So I'm going to write down Porm's stats here. Let's get Porm out of storage. Leave member. Yes. I want to leave Assmilk here. Isn't it great, Souls? It's a really huge soundtrack. I've really been impressed for 1988, how many songs there are, how long the songs are, and yeah, they're very varied and they're fun to listen to. Dragon Soul Z. Leave Assmilk. Yes, I want to add a member. I want to add Porm. Here's Porm. Okay, so my goal now is to just record Porm stats and add Assmilk again. Let me see here. Status. Info. Porm. So Porm stats are colored. Because this is a reclass. So this is Porm. She is a soldier, and then she went to being a fighter. and she's level 20. She has 101 strength, 98 agility, 79 vitality, 22 intelligence, 73 luck. That is really high luck. Why is her luck so high? Huh. HP is 152. Max MP is 0. 131 attack power, 72 defense. That doesn't really matter though, because those are stats from wearing gear. Okay, so let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, 73 luck, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, Getchley at level 21 has 65 luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Jermig has 58 luck. So, luck is, in general, a much higher stat than I thought it would be for all my characters. Which makes Goof Off even shittier. So, because everyone is gaining luck so much, oh, here's my party theory, right? So, because every class seems to gain so much luck, and because reincarnation stats don't actually stack with the stats you would otherwise gain in your new class, it seems like going to Goof Off as a way to gain luck is not really a strong idea. There is another question. If Porm has 73 luck at level 20, how much luck does Assmilk have? Look, 3 Dragon board, dog. Let's talk to this lovely young woman here. I want to part with Porm. I want Assmilk back. Yes. Anything else? Yes. I want to add Assmilk back to the team. Beep. Assmilk, Brian's calling you. Anything else? No. So, let's see how much luck Assmilk has. Does she really even have a lot of luck? Oh! 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 Assmilk has 150 luck. At level, what, 18 or 16? At 16! So, she actually does seem to gain more than twice as much luck as anyone else on the party. But still, based on my experience with how reincarnation works, that means that if we respawn her, she'll just never gain any luck in her new class, and will end up with the same luck she would have had at level 20 anyway, right? That's a lot of luck, Souls. That's a lot of luck. Also, that kind of answers my question I've had about whether or not you can get into triple-digit stats. It appears that you definitely can get triple-digit stats. Almost done, 3Venge. Doing my part as an American to contribute to waste, aka wrapping all my kids' gifts with the wife. Good idea, 3Venge. I'm not sure I'm going to handle that yet. I'm not going to be handing out gifts until around New Year's, and I'm probably going to just use gift bags, but some of my gifts are too big for gift bags. I might just literally just hand them to them and be like, hey, here's a big-ass gift. What's up, Bald Eagle? Yeah, this is PeerTube 7.0. It's got a new UI. I think it's definitely a step in the right direction for PeerTube. I think it's not perfect. I think that it is in some ways a step back, but in most ways a step forward. And it's definitely looking really nice as well. So you can get above 99 in a stat. Assmilk has 150 stats. Isn't it great, Souls? PeerTube is really amazing. I mean, I've been consistently floored by it. It is, you know, it's so good. It's definitely among the best open source softwares I've ever used. And I've used tons of open source softwares. I'm really impressed overall, well, by a few things, right? For one thing, I'm impressed by its overall usability, just straight up. Like, it's very usable, not a lot of bugs. But here's the other thing, Souls. I'm very diligent about reporting bugs, for better or worse. I'm one of those kind of guys that whenever I have a problem, I always report it right away. And the developer with a parentheses and an S, right? Developers, but with that in parentheses. It's really just mostly Chocobots, seems like. Let me put it this way. Chocobots is very responsive with regards to solving bugs. So whenever a bug's reported, he immediately solves it. He immediately goes in and fixes it, and the next version has it fixed. And the same is true for Mr. Livingston, John Livingston, he's the guy that develops the chat plugin for the live stream chat. And because these two developers are so diligent about fixing these bugs, I think that's part of why PeerTube is so good, right? Because it really, no, I really don't, Souls. I just report bugs. It really is, again, Chocobaz and Mr. Livingston and others who develop PeerTube who deserve all the credit. I'm really impressed by their work. But yeah, that being said, these developers, man, they're really crushing it. I'm using a program right now, 4TL, called Inkscape. Inkscape is an alternative to Adobe Designer. It's like a SVG program, and I'm grateful that it exists, and I'm using it, but my god is it buggy. I mean, holy shit, it is buggy as fuck. And we go to their GitHub 4TL, like where they develop the software for Inkscape, it has 6,000 reported and unaddressed bugs right now. And for context, like PeerTube, which has probably, a way more users than Inkscape, it's got, like, probably right now, like, maybe 100 or something bugs that are reported and not yet addressed. So, these PeerTube developers are really crushing it. They're really, really, really crushing it. And I think that's why it's so good. That's part of the reason why it's so good. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I've really been doing a lot of jabberjawing here instead of playing the game. I'm ready to put Ass Milk in the second spot again, right? That's, like, my theory. I have a theory that Ass Milk should be in the second spot because she cannot do anything. She has no functione. So the manual for the game makes it very clear that the goof-off class is just a joke class. It's a joke class. And she really is a joke. She can't do shit. She's worthless. Status, formation. Brian, Ass Milk. Getchley, Jeremig. But that's my theory, right? The theory is that put her in the front row, so she's at least taking damage. The downside of that is she has very low defense and very low health, so she tends to die. So if I can't keep her alive, she can't level up. I agree, 4TL, and it is getting better. It's getting better very fast. I think that it's got some ways to go in a lot of respects, but I also think that a lot of my channel's viewers don't really appreciate the true magnitude of the accomplishment that is PeerTube, because I think that a lot of my viewers, who I love profoundly, they're not really inclined to appreciate, like, the importance of open source software, and especially federated, decentralized software. Really, I think that what makes PeerTube so impressive and so, like, mind-boggling is its decentralized, federated nature. The fact that you can go to my search bar in PeerTube and search for videos, and it searches those videos on many other servers who have no affiliation to my server. And likewise, the same is true for other servers. If you search on their PeerTube servers, or their instances, or they're called platforms now, and you do a search for Vencabot, you'll find this channel. That stands, in theory, to pose a very serious challenge to YouTube, let's say 5-10 years from now. It's unfortunate that, PeerTube is very underutilized, in part because YouTube is so dominant, right? Like, it's hard to get people to invest in PeerTube when they're already invested in YouTube. And what's more is that it's kind of expensive because you have to host the videos on your own server, which can be kind of costly. In my case, it's costing me like $30 a month to host, the stream and 5 VODs or whatever. So yeah, it's definitely it poses some challenges with regards to the financial aspect or the practicality aspect, but the software is so well designed. I think that, again, as it grows, it can become a very serious competitor to YouTube. I've been thinking lately I would love to find more PeerTube channels to invest more of my time into watching PeerTube than in watching YouTube, right? YouTube Monopoly annoys me so much. It's really annoying, Souls. I mean, but again, it is what it is because hosting video and streaming video are very expensive. And only a corporation like Google or Amazon could really they have the resources. So Google and Amazon have the resources to host that many videos and to host that many viewers. That being said, PeerTube's decentralized response is very realistic. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm very impressed by the fact that the decentralized, federated nature of PeerTube, in theory, could make it a serious challenger to YouTube. I'm sorry, guys. So let's go to Summonow. Spell, Brian, return, Summonow. Like PeerTube needs to advertise as porn and piracy friendly, they'll get hundreds if not thousands of new users in no time. PeerTube is definitely porn friendly, and it's not piracy friendly right now, but here's the thing about PeerTube. PeerTube is a software, and PeerTube themselves are not involved in hosting or moderating any videos. Right? Their only interest is in creating the software for others to use to host videos. So, that being said, you know, individual PeerTube sites like mine could be friendly to porn, and they should be, I think. That's my personal politics. The other thing is piracy, right? Now, we pirate on this channel, right? We pirate on this channel, but not, you know, I don't host videos, you know, publicly to undermine, you know, intellectual property rights, right? We only do it privately as a community. But yeah, I do think that that again, PeerTube empowers users to host any videos they want, and that is very nice. But I do also think that if you hosted a lot of, I wonder if you hosted a lot of porn on your PeerTube server, if other servers would federate with you. My guess is probably not. But as for piracy, certainly not. Certainly not. As for porn, probably not. Okay, so I don't have no money, correct? I have no money. I want to go to the Summonow Cave and start taking notes and trying to map it out. I miss Anime Club. It's been a lot of fun so far, 4TL. I'm kind of glad we're taking a break. I think it was the right move. Because in this time of year, people have a lot on their plates as it is. I kind of suspect that as we come back to Anime Club in 2025, we're going to see some diminished interest because of the niche nature of some of the anime we're going to watch. We're going to be watching some anime that's not quite as, like, recognizable, I guess, in its IP. But I'm going to look forward to it. I'm sure I'll like it a lot. Okay. So, we're looking pretty good for stats. If I go to the southeast, we're going to find this cave. I guess Brian should probably... Well, I guess Brian shouldn't even bother casting his stupid, repel. Very high-level enemies here. Let's try to relearn how to play this game, right? I haven't played it in a week. I gotta relearn the mechanics. Okay, so we have these lethal knights. They're pretty strong, but they are not immune to fire. Brian can do big boy damage. I guess what I should do is I should probably have him fight a Kong. Assmilk should parry. That's what she always does, is parry. She's like a tank, kind of, that doesn't actually attack. Getchley should cast a big spell, like a fire spell. Like, Blazemore on lethal armor. And Jeremig should cast... Well, we should probably try to kill the Kongs, right? So why don't you go ahead and be a wizard and cast Blazemore on a Kong? And Jeremig, you be a wizard and cast Blazemore on a Kong. And see how this plays out for us. Big boy damage? Oh, he actually died. I'm surprised by that. That's nice. Okay, so I overinvested in the Kongs. That's fine. So I lowered our defense, that kind of sucks. Aw, yeah, the niche. Do you watch Tokusatsu like Kamen Rider? Oh, we don't yet, Souls. So our anime club is, well, it's a years-long series on our Vencabot community, Souls. But I recently rebooted the format. Previously, it was something we did on Discord, and we did it late at night at like 2 in the morning, once every Thursday, basically. That was our old anime club. It was like, it started at like 1 a.m., and it ran on Discord. I recently rebooted it to being on PeerTube with a password-protected stream. And we do it Thursday starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. We recently watched, through Anime Club, Ping Pong the Animation, Bakano, Tekkon Kincrete, Gundam 8th MS Team, Gundam Thunderbolt, and Eden of the East. It's been a lot of fun so far. Previously, we watched a bunch of other anime years ago, on Discord. But as for our next series of Anime Club, it's going to be, what's it called, 4TL? It's called Hands Off Aizuken and Girls Frontline. That starts sometime in January. It happens here on PeerTube at 9 p.m., and they are private, password-protected streams. You get the password on Discord. No, was that one not actually niche? Yeah, it wasn't niche. No, we've watched, again, Gundam is not niche for sure. Ping Pong, I would say, was probably not really that niche. I would say it's kind of niche in terms of, compared to, like, the bigger IPs out there. Yeah, likewise, Bakano, you know, I wouldn't call, it's kind of niche, but really I think that hands-off Eizouken and Girls Frontline, they're not going to have the same draw as like Gundam, or even like Bakano, or even like Eden of the East. You know, Eden of the East, you have fucking missiles getting shot off. Bakano, you've got guys that are like in a Prohibition times, you know, they're immortals. It has kind of like shonen themes, I guess. Things that are attractive to, you know, let's say a young, you know, traditionally masculine demographic, right? Whereas things like hands-off Eizouken and Girls Frontline, there's more comedy, there's more romance, there's more cerebral, you know. I think it's going to be not... People are going to see that, and they're not going to be as immediately drawn in as they would be to, like, ooh, giant robots, right? Ooh, immortals fighting, right? It's corny, and it's a consideration I have as a host in terms of trying to draw in more viewers. The reality is, 4TL, that, you know, if you're a hardcore anime enthusiast, then you're going to be excited about the more unusual stuff, which is to say the things that are not as strictly conformative to anime's biggest genres. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Orderly Moraine said she's gonna watch next season since we're watching Eizouken. She's so that's one more person. Let's go. So did she watch it with you before 4TL? Cool robots, Ginseng. You fight, and that's no, you parry. You cast Blazemore. And you cast Blazemore. Oh. They are kind of immune to fire. Kinda sorta. You fight, you parry. Actually can fight too. Jermig, you need to cast like an ice bolt. Okay. We're relearning how to play. Yeah, it's frustrating, right? But I think that when people look you in the eye and say they're excited about anime, they're talking about anime as it looks from the outside or from a casual viewer's perspective, right? I think that when you think of anime as a casual viewer of anime, you tend to expect a certain tone, I guess is my point. And a lot of the anime that we enjoy as, you know, anime enthusiasts, they don't conform to that tone, I guess. She doesn't care that much about Gundam or other shows. I think she would have liked Ping Pong and Tuck on Creep, but I couldn't tell her on it, huh? What I mean, 4TL, is has Waterlane seen Eizouken before? Eizouken, I guess it should be pronounced right. Eizouken. I think. So we need to heal up now. So, Jermig, you cast Heal More on Ass Milk. And that's really all we need. Keep it moving. This hag is the worst. She's immune to magic, I think, or something like that. So Brian, you fight the old hag. Ass Milk, you parry. Getchley, you fight the old hag. And Jermig, you be a wizard and cast Ice Bolt on this lethal armor. Firebane! Wasn't that bad. Good shit, Getch. You fight, you parry, you fight, and you cast Ice Bolt again. Good shit, Getch. Okay, so let's go look at our condition. So Ass Milk needs a minor heal. That's really all we need. So Spell, Jermig, regular heal on Ass Milk. Yeah, she's watched Eizouken. We both loved it. I think she'll watch the other one too, though. It looks cute. Girls Frontline, that's Ass Milk's choice. Ass Milk's recommendation, right? She said just now that we should watch Berserk. Everyone likes Berserk. Yeah. Yeah, everyone does like Berserk. And that kind of, you know, is sort of what I was talking about. In terms of, like, I don't know how to put it, like, optics, right, 4TL, right, Waterlane? Optics. Like, an anime that when you look at it and you hear its, like, you know, its main theme, it excites that casual anime viewer. And there are some things that we watch that I think kind of lack that. They lack that capacity to excite a casual anime viewer in terms of its immediate optics. Berserk is like, oh yeah, fucking fighting monsters, swords, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I love Berserk, but we also just got done watching it. Basically, the previous Anime Club iteration before our modern one, we ended on Berserk, I believe. We watched the OG 97 Berserk, and then we watched the modern Berserk. OG 90s, and then we watched like 2013 Berserk, 2016 Berserk. And it's great. It lived up to its legend. That was my first time watching it. This Grizzly's a pain in the ass, but not as much as the old hags. Brian, you fight the old hag. Ass Milk, you parry. Getchley, you fight the old hag. And Jeremig, you be a wizard and cast Blazemore on this damn Grizzly. Firebane! Hate these fucking witches, dude. Witches get stitches. Please die. Oh no. Oh no. That's the worst thing that could have happened. So now we're gonna probably see Jeremig die. Like, literally, like, certainly Jeremig's gonna die, right? In fact, we're probably all gonna die. So, what's my move here? What's my move here? Two old hags is fucking GG. It's all it takes to kill you is two old hags. Brian? We should really do what we did last time, right? We really have no choice, because we're gonna try to run away. But I could also do. You fight the old hag. Ass Milk. You parry. Do you have any items? You don't, right? No. Ass Milk, you fight... no, you parry. Getchley, you fight an old hag. Jeremig, you cast Blazemore on this Grizzly. And we'll just see how it goes. I expect we're gonna have Ass Milk and Jeremig die immediately. But then the old hag will probably die. Oh, never mind, they can heal themselves. Wow, what fucking bitches! There goes Jeremig. Okay. Well, because she can heal herself, we have to kill this Grizzly. So you fight the Grizzly. You parry. You fight the old hag. Fight the Grizzly. They have Limbo as well? Wow, what assholes. At least Ass Milk should live now, so she'll get the XP at least. That's more XP as well for Ass Milk to get her to the next level. So, that's really frustrating. Let's return to Samanao. I wonder if we're not going to be able to complete this dungeon. I wonder if this dungeon is going to be so difficult, it's not really doable unless we did my strategy, right? Of respecking Getchley and Jeremig into wizards, or into warriors. They'd have half as much MP, but they'd have all their spells. And really, they don't need that much MP. I really hate this game's, mechanic for respecking. It has so much potential, but as a fan of Disgaea... Hi. Yeah, being a Disgaea fan, I really wanted a lot more from this game's reincarnation system. It seems pretty pointless. Hey, is there not a church here? Where's the church? There is one, right? I mean, I hope there is. I don't remember where it is. Most towns have a church, but perhaps not. This is an arena, right? Yeah. No, the church is the first thing you pass. That's right. I walked right past it. It's up here. There it is. So, I wonder if, you know, we're going to need to have a full party of characters that have 200 health. I think that's not too much to expect, honestly, for a final dungeon. Just gotta figure out the way to exploit it. The truth is, I don't think there is the truth. I think that there is no way to exploit it, is my guess. I think the best way to exploit it is to do what I was just saying, right? Which is become a wizard, become a pilgrim, and then become a soldier. Or a fighter. I think I like soldiers more than fighters. So where is the inn? Here's the inn. To be fair, my party is severely handicapped by having Asmilk here. But I am committed. Here's the thing, right? We're never going to figure out, without looking up a spoiler, if Asmilk can go Super Saiyan level 2. Because once she's level 20, I've got to change her. I have no choice. If my goal is to have Asmilk as a party member, she can't be a goof-off. Do soldiers and fighters have MP? They only have MP if they reclassed into it from a wizard. Yeah, but she's pretty. I think this dungeon's too hard. Well, I'll give it one more try. I think if we had a full party that was actually decent, we would have a hard time. With Asmilk here, we don't have no hope. There's my boat, that's fine. Okay, let's start to take some notes here. Summon Now Cave Notes. Floor 1. Upward Staircase 1 leaves the dungeon. And it's at you know, there's a path west and north, and a path north. It's possible she'll be able to go to SA2 even for reclassing. My theory, based on what we know about sages, according to the manual, sages need higher EXP. Well, it hints that sages need higher EXP than other classes to reclass into them. So either I need a higher level, like let's say level 30, to reclass into a sage, or I need to find another NPC to reclass into a sage, right? Not the one from Dharma, or Dhamma, or it's called. And so if there are other superclasses, it's probably similar. So even if Asmilk could become a Gyarados, it might be at level 30 or something, and I don't have the patience to figure that out. Are there no enemies here? Voodoo Shamans. You fight, you parry, you fight, and you cast Blazemore. Rob Magic. Rob Magic. He's dead. He's immune to fire. You fight, you parry, excuse me, you fight, and you cast Ice Bolt. He's trying to revive his homie? I looked away at the chat and I saw something about trying to revive somebody. I'll be happy if her luck serves some purpose as a warrior or witcher. It won't. It actually won't. I've already done the math. So if I look at her luck right now, info, Asmilk, she has twice as much luck as another character would have at her same level. When you respec, you lose half of all your stats. And when you respec, you will not gain any new stats until your current class would exceed what you already have. So if I respec Asmilk right now, she'll have 75 luck, which is the same luck she would have at level 20 anyway. So basically, she would never gain luck. Her next class would never gain any luck. And by the time she reaches level 20, she'll have the same luck she would have had anyway. So her luck will be of absolutely no benefit. None of her stats will be of any benefit. As far as I can tell, there's no reason to be a goof-off. I originally thought that perhaps luck would be why you'd be a goof-off, but now that I realize that characters gain more luck than I thought, actually, there is no purpose. Okay. So, if I go west... Going west, there's a three-way intersection. Northwest, northeast, and south. It's really unfortunate. But yeah, even her luck is not going to do her any good. Oh, it's not really an intersection here. It's a loop-de-loop. Five curers. So that's new. Well, Brian, you fight the curers. Assmilk, you parry. Getchley, you be a wizard and cast Firebane on the curers. Jeremic, you be a wizard and you cast, you be a wizard and cast Snow Blast on the curers. Firebane, they're immune. Snow Blast, 52, 54, 48, 47, 44. Okay, so you definitely want to use snow on them. Okay, so now you fight, Assmilk you parry, Getchley you fight, and Jeremic you cast Ice Bolt. Yeah, so I thought that by the end, let's say level 20, right? I thought that Assmilk would have, oh wow, that sucks. I thought Assmilk would have, like, 99 luck, and that other classes would have, like, 20 luck. And if that were the case, then when you respec into a warrior, you would have twice as much luck from being a goof-off. But instead, it actually turns out that at level 20, other characters have 75 luck, and Assmilk has 150 luck. So she has way more luck, she has twice as much luck. But that means that when she respawns, she'll have just as much luck as everybody else does. Ice Bolt! Maybe she'll get like 100 more luck in the next couple levels. Now, that could be cool for you. Yes, level up Assmilk. My expectation is that having Assmilk be a goof-off will be totally pointless, as will having Fortail be a merchant. But I'm committed to having them be on the party for fucking sentimentality reasons. Which means that all that really matters is I gotta get to level 20. So they're gonna basically have a huge handicap. They're gonna have a handicap of an entire class. They have to get through their current classes in order to become a better class. And I hope that I find out for you. I hope that I find out. Let's say that I respec Assmilk into being a soldier, right? And then I find a new town at the end of the game. And the very last NPC in the whole game says, you know, if you get a goof-off to level 25 and then respec them, they become godlike. If I read that, then I might make Assmilk a goof-off again, to be honest. But I kind of doubt that I'll read that. But if I do read that, again, that would be nice. But I don't have the patience to figure it out on my own. There's no way to do that, I guess, right? If I wanted to, I couldn't. So, let's look at our status. So we gotta heal Jeremic and Assmilk with a baby bitch heal. So Jeremic, you do a regular heal on Assmilk. And Jeremic, you do a regular heal on Jeremic. The #1 Assmilk apologist. So actually, I'm wrong about this. Actually, that's not an intersection. It's just a loop that leads north. North of there is a pond. On the left, on the east. Okay, so we got a new kind of shadow. This is a terror shadow. The shamans can heal each other, for sure. Shadows, regular shadows can inflict sleep. Shamans also rob MP. But there's 2 of them. What if I had Brian fight the Terror Shadow, Assmilk parry, Getchley fight the Terror Shadow, And Jeremig, you cast Ice, Snow Blast on these two shamans. Oh, he's already dead. Oh, they're immune to Snow Blast. What? Why is Assmilk trying to run away? Oh, Assmilk, you're so funny. Brian, you fight. Assmilk, you parry. Getchley, you fight. And Jeremig, cast Snow Blast again. Vivify. Oh, okay, so he can revive people. I swear we hit him with ice last time, right? Brian, you fight the shaman. Assmilk, you parry. Getchley, fight the shaman. Jeremig, you cast Blaze More on this shadow. He cast Snow Blast. That did 40 fucking damage. Nice. Nice! Okay, so Getch is level 21 now. Are we gonna learn any more spells? Not yet. So I can now compare Getchley's stats to what they were of their previous class. Because last time they were level 21 and I respect them. So Getch was a level 21 wizard, and now he's a level 21 pilgrim. He had 17 strength before. Now he has 46. So when Jeremig was a pilgrim, he had 35. Getchley had 40 agility as a wizard, and he has 53 as a pilgrim. And when Jeremig was a pilgrim, he actually had 38. So that's way more agility than Jeremig had at the same level as a pilgrim. Getchley has 61 vitality. As a wizard, he had 51. And when Jeremig was a pilgrim, he had 48. So again, a huge buff compared to the other pilgrim. Getchley has 61 intelligence now. And when he was a wizard, he had 58 intelligence. So same intelligence as before. And Jeremig as a pilgrim had 58 intelligence as well. No, 53. So quite a bit more intelligence than Jeremig had as a pilgrim. 72 luck. Last time, Getchley had 65 luck. So a little bit of a boost of luck. And a lot more luck than Jeremig had as a pilgrim. 133 HP. And Jeremig had 94 HP, excuse me. So, thank you, 4TL. I'm surprised that you could fucking comprehend that, because I can barely comprehend it myself. I'm actually looking at stats with my eyeballs. You don't only listen to me say it. So, Getchley has significantly better stats than Jeremig had as a pilgrim. Which throws a monkey wrench into my scheme that maybe you don't actually get stronger. Maybe you do get stronger, and in fact, it's a pretty significant change. This kind of goes back to my theory about EXP. And yeah, 4TL, if my theory was correct last time, which is that, you know... So here's my theory, right? My theory was that every stat in the game has a hidden EXP bar, right? Which is why, when you respec, your stats do not level up for a long time. Right? But that same theory posits that if you then got to level 21 again, they would be higher. They just wouldn't be that much higher. Right? They would be higher. If they go to like half the level, if you keep half your level ups and you respec for your stats, they will be better. Just not as much better as they would be if it was like a linear addition, like I hoped it would be. And this seems to corroborate that theory. That every stat has a hidden EXP bar, So when you respec, yes, they will get better, but just kind of slowly. But like you point out, 4TL, you would, in theory, then, yes, certainly have diminishing returns, because it takes a long time to level up, you know what I'm saying? It gets longer and longer between level ups. What's up, Dano? Is the stream schedule updated or outdated? What do you mean, Dano? Just talk to me, dude. Just ask your question. I updated it for sure, but maybe you're still looking at an old version. So, I'm gonna wait until, I'll wait until Jermig reaches level 21, and we'll see how he compares to when Getchley was a wizard. Did I actually heal? I forgot to heal. You fight should be okay here, though. Wednesday says Dragon Warrior 3 to Dano, huh? Then, yeah, it didn't get updated on that little box down there, Dano, yeah. It's gonna be nights on Wednesday. I'm gonna get rid of that little box. So I'm gonna stop posting that little box anymore. I've got to go delete it right now. Let's see here. So twitch.tv/Vencabot/about. I'm sick of posting my schedule in like 10 different places, and then somebody reads the only one I didn't update. Edit panels. That remove. Yes. Okay, so now the schedule panel is gone on the About page. So if you want to see the schedule now, Dano, go to the schedule page on Twitch. Christmas nights, Dano. Why is Warcraft gonna be later? I'll fix that. Okay. So, you fight. Athmilk, you parry. Getchley, you fight. Jermig, you... Be a wizard and cast Snow Blast. Is it really not gonna work? I'm sorry, 4TL. Yeah, I scheduled, according to that map. Oh! Yeah, so it's kind of like a mixed chance of hitting. Yay! I'm sorry, according to my schedule on Twitch's side, it says that Warcraft starts at 11. It's gonna start at the usual time. So, Brian, you fight this guy. You parry. Getchley, you fight this Hork. And Jermig, you be a wizard and cast Blazemore on this Hork. So these guys can revive, but they can't heal, it seems. You fight, you parry, you fight, and you be Pilgrim and cast Infernus. Doodly-doo. I wonder if they revive with less health. Kind of feels like it. Not bad. So yeah, he had less health, right? When he came back to life. We gotta make sure we heal this time. So spell, Jermig, use a regular heal on Athmilk. Okay. Then do the same thing for Getchley and for Jermig. Actually, you know what? Getchley, you cast a regular heal on yourself. And Getchley, you cast a regular heal on Jermig. I figured out what happened with PeerTube last time. I used theater mode. In Twitch, if you have chat open, it keeps it on the sidebar. In PeerTube, it hides chat on the bottom. I see. I see. Hey, what's up, Tiger Lou? Welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow-up there, Drew. How's your weekend, dog? Torch Dragons. At least I know how to deal with these guys. So, Brian, you fight. Athmilk, you parry. Getchley, you be a Pilgrim and cast Slope. And Jermig, you be a Pilgrim and you cast Slope. Dude, Drew, you never guessed what fucking video I was watching this weekend, dog. I was watching that fucking music video you might have heard of. From a little indie group. It's called Milk Money. I just ate a delicious dinner I made with my wife, salmon and potatoes and broccoli. Then we had ice cream. Then we had dried mangoes. Oh my god. That sounds delicious, Drew, but it sounds like you make yourself sick. Yeah, for sure. Brian, you fight. Ass Milk, you parry. Getchley, you cast Schlope. And Jermig, you cast Schlope. Do the classique, do the classique. I stand on my grind, dog. I make my milk money. Got the shit in my hand. My, doing so much damage these days. Oh, it's a dragon killer. Oh, it's the dragon killer. That's why it's called that. That's why it's fucking called that, dog. Almost fucking 40 damage, dog. Whoa! Thunder hit him really hard. Dark Souls type shit. Lightning. Tortilla dragon with cheese and rice. The fucking torch dragon. We sometimes call the weed smoke milk, so the idea was it's a song by a weed dealer about the game he's running. There you go, Drew. There's some lore there. Okay. So let's make a note here about this fucking, this intersectione. The pond has a south exit we came from, a north exit, and an east exit. Alright. We're in a lot of ESP, you know what I'm saying? We're surviving okay. Oh, it's another fucking lope. Oh, this is a hell of a fucking squad here. What's the way to do this? Brian, you fight the shaman. Ass Milk, you parry. Getchley, you cast sleep on the dragon. Jermig, you cast sleep on the dragon. Brian, you fight this guy. Ass Milk, you parry. Getchley, you cast sleep on this dragon. Jermig, you cast sleep on this dragon. Brian, kill this guy! Damn, he's still fucking alive! This guy's fucking wake up like crazy. So Asmilk runs away from hard fights. That's annoying. The fucking MILF money. We're spending all of our MP to keep this dragon asleep. So these voodoo shamans, they can't heal. They can only revive. Do 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 doodly do. Thunder! I could have killed that dragon immediately. But he could have got revived though. Okay. The north and east exits go to the same intersection. But there is a northeast and a southeast exit from there. Northeast, south. And a south exit from there. Going south from there leads to downward staircase 1. Voodoo shamans! Vulcan Raven, Giant and Shaman. You fight, and you use items and use Staff of Thunder. That's right, take Brian's MP, dude. You don't fucking need it. Thunder! Thunder! No effect. Dude, Jimmy's fucking out of MP, dude. But, you know, we did some exploring here. We made some progress. Okay. Should we heal Brian at this point with a baby spell? We can actually use a regular heal on Brian. Okay. What the fuck are these guys? Oh, looking like fucking General Grievous, dude. Stop! So, Brian, you fight. Assmilk, you parry. Getchley, you be a wizard and cast Snow Blast. Jeremig, you be a wizard and cast Blazemore, or Firebeam. They're lowering our defense like crazy. They're all hitting Assmilk. Okay, they're vulnerable to Snow Blast. Okay, so they wasted their turns, asterisk. Oh, do they get to attack twice? Firebane? Okay, so they're immune to fire, but maybe not snow. So many extra arms for you, like, why? Ask yourselves, why would you have so many extra arms? What's the whole idea? What's the point? So we waste his turn with defense. Is he attack again, though, is my question? He is. They get 2 turns. Thunder! They're kind of soft, though. You get a lot of EXP as well. In other words, they ain't bad. They're kind of nice. Getch, you use heal more on Assmilk. Okay. Going east from there leads to a west, north, south intersection with a pond on the southwest. Beep, beep, beep. These guys can cast Snow Blast, I think. So, Brian, you fight. Assmilk, you parry. Getchley, you be a wizard and cast Firebane. And Jeremig, you use your Staff of Thunder. They ain't hitting that hard. They can inflict sleep, though, I think. He's already fucking dead. Beep, 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 beep. They're soft to fire. And they're soft to lightning. Level up, Jeremig! That works too, Brian. I respect that. Okay. Got a new spell? Let's go, Assmilk, yes! Yes! Here's Jeremig. Okay. 1 strength, 2 agility. 1 vitality. 3 luck. 1 intelligence. A new spell, 21. So, status, info, Brian. What new spell did you get, dog? He got Zap. Okay. And what spell did Jeremig get? He got By-Kill. So, you definitely can learn more spells. You can learn more spells at higher levels than 20. Let's compare his stats. Status, info, Jeremig. So I'm going to compare Jeremig in particular to when Getchley was a level 1 wizard. First class wizard. So, he has twice as much strength as Getchley had when Getchley was a wizard. Which makes sense because pilgrims have more strength. He has a little bit more agility, not by much. He has a lot more vitality, which makes sense because he's a pilgrim before. He's got 57 intelligence, whereas when Getchley was a wizard, he had 58 intelligence. So he actually has less intelligence than Getchley had at the same level last time. Okay. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Getchley had 65 luck. Jeremic has 80 luck. Getchley had 99 MP. Or 99 HP. And Jeremic has 110. Which makes sense, he has a lot more vitality. They have about the same MP. Buy kill while Athel's in the team? That's what I'm saying for. Gotta be careful with that fucking buy kill. Because you never know who's gonna kill. So it does seem as though... Well, I gotta think about this for a second here. So... Jeremic as a wizard, second class, has less intelligence than Getchley had as a wizard, first class. So what do you make of that? Especially because Jeremic had a lot of intelligence. In fact, let me see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Jeremic had 53 intelligence as a pilgrim first class. And now he's got 57. He ended up with 4 more points of intelligence than he had as a pilgrim first class. Getchley had 1, 2, 3, 4, 58 intelligence. First class. I guess it's just bad luck, right? Because I do believe that RNG is still a factor. But everything else is better. Everything but intelligence is actually quite a lot better. I guess my question is this. If I respect Jeremic back into a pilgrim and respect Getchley back into a wizard, would they keep gaining stats at level 21? Would they be higher next time? The intelligence they have is actually really not any better. So I'm going to start taking some notes here. So I'm going to make a note here about Jeremic. Well, I'll put it right here, actually. So Getchley Wizard, Jeremic, Pilgrim Wizard, 21. 33, 45, 62, 57, 80, 110, 115. Okay. I don't want these bottom numbers. So, I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't want... I'm sorry, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't want this or this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want this or this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want this or this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't want this or this. Jeremic would be better if he was gone and actually just 4TL instead, huh? That's the actual tech. Okay. So I'm going to read aloud 4TL how the stats have changed. This is comparing Jeremic as a pilgrim first class to Jeremic as a wizard second class. So strength 35 to 33. Agility 38 to 45. Vitality 48 to 62. Intelligence 53 to 57. Luck, 58 to 80. That's pretty impressive. And now comparing Getchley as a wizard, level class 1, to Jeremig as a wizard, class 2. So strength, 17 to 33. Agility, 40 to 45. Vitality, 51 to 62. Intelligence, 58 to 57. So 1 point less, actually. Luck, 65 to 80. So he's got twice as much strength as Getchley had as a wizard. That's like leftovers from when he was a pilgrim. But he has the same strength he had when he was a pilgrim, which is interesting. His agility is way higher. His vitality is way higher. And all these stats are higher than when he was a pilgrim last time. So it does seem as though, when you respec, you do get a small benefit. I'm just really surprised his intelligence is actually lower. How could he have lower intelligence after he had a whole extra class to gain intelligence? Yeah, it could just be bad RNG. But it does make you think that respecking gives you something. I would be very curious to run them again, just respec them again as pilgrims and wizards, and just see if they get better. But I also kind of feel like I should not respec them at all, and just keep leveling them up. In fact, let's do this. Let us not respec Jeremig and Getchley. If for no other reason, then I want them off my team, because I want to have a whole team of named NPCs. I want to have Assmilk and 4TL by the end of the game, and then somebody else, you know what I'm saying? So, really, there's no reason to keep investing in these characters. Really, what I'm more curious about is what spells they can learn at higher levels. So I'm going to go right down the other stats as well. So I gotta go to my boy Getchley here. Status, info, Getchley. Getchley's a pilgrim. Getchley, wizard to pilgrim. 21. 46, 53. 61, 61. 72. 133, 109. So compared to when Jeremig was a pilgrim, he's got a lot more attack power, a lot more agility, a lot more vitality, a lot more intelligence, a lot more luck. So Getchley is way better than Jeremig was at a pilgrim at the same level. It could be that once they hit a certain level, they could become sages. You know what I should do, 4TL? I should at least try to respect them to see if they become sages now. Because maybe sage is locked behind having, like, you know, having been both a wizard and a pilgrim. Or it could be locked behind, as the manual suggests, a higher level up. Right? So I'll check right now, and then I'll check later as well, if need be. Beep, beep, beep. Let's go to the south. Going south from here. Leads to to a west-north-east intersection. Where am I fucking going? Northwest, northeast, and south. This has a pretty low encounter rate in Dungeon. I'm really appreciative of that. Also, I love these Voodoo Shaman. They're really great. They don't really attack you. They steal MP, which sucks, but at least they don't fucking kill you. Dee, 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 dee. Hork! So they're kind of immune to lightning too, but at least it doesn't cost me any MP to use that. Beep, 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 beep. Because they're all still alive. You guys really suck ass. You fight, you fight, you fight, and you use... Oh, I didn't use parry, it's alright. Oh, they can use heal more. There you go. They just choose not to most of the time. Isn't that great, Fortail? She's almost level 20. So if my theory is correct, my theory about how character growth works, I really think that you should become a wizard, pilgrim, and then a warrior, like a soldier. That's my theory of a perfect class. So you fight, you fight, you fight, and you cast Blaze More on this guy. Doo doo doodly doo. Why are you still alive, dude? Just stop. Stop living for 1 fucking second. Now you fight him. You fight him. You fight him. And you be a wizard and cast... Oh, actually, you're... Sorry, you can't do that. Go your items, and you use your Staff of Thunder on this guy. He's dead. Okay, so now I gotta heal up Ass Milk. Brian, use your heal on Ass Milk. Dos Terror Shadows. You parry, you fight, you use your Staff of Thunder. Doo doo doodly doo. Nibbity bitty mamma dibby up. Nibbity bitty mamma dibby up. So here's this intersection. I didn't take notes of the first time. I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of confused where I'm at. Interesting team composition here. Brian, you fight this shaman. Ass Milk, you parry. Actually, you fight the shaman. That should kill him. Jermig, you cast Blaze More. Oh, no, not FMP, that makes sense. Well, in that case, you use your Staff of Thunder on this skeleton. Did shit catch? No, so we should really kill this guy, no problem now. Doo doo doodly doo. So every turn he lowers defense and attacks. Okay, so now Brian, you use heal on Getchley. Okay, then use heal on yourself. At least once. I wouldn't do it twice. Okay. Okay. So path left and path north, going west to the intersection. So actually, I've missed a note somehow. Going west, there's a west, north, east intersection. Okay. Section. From line 2. Okay. So, now, I want to leave the dungeon, go heal, and then come back and do some more grinding. Let's go ahead and use my spell to return. Not to heal, but to return, excuse me. I don't know how to click my buttons, I guess. Spell, Brian, return, but actually don't return to that place. Return instead to Dama. I want to try to reclass Getchley and Jeremy. Let's see if they have this fucking Sage unlocked yet. I suspect that they won't. That's my guess. So Brian used the final key. I'm gonna try to respec either of my two guys. Blah, blah, blah. Yes. I want to change Getchley. So Getchley cannot become a Sage yet, as I expected. Let's try the other character. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, I do. I want to change Jeremig. Again, he can't be anything either. Let's try Asmo. Yes. Asmo. Okay. Now that full goof-off status. So, yeah. So, Asmo has to reach level 20. And my other guys have to become a higher level to become a Sage, I guess, is my theory. Or, again, I might need a different NPC. Or both. Summon now. Beep, beep, dee. Let's rest at the inn here. Up. Got a lot of money there. Quit goofing off and become a fucking full goof off. Get your act together, ass milk. Three Kongs. They don't have that much health. You fight, you parry, you fight, and you, cast Blazemore. That should kill one of them. Easy game. Oh, he's still alive. Never mind. Not so easy game. Blazemore. Diddly-doo. Okay, so let's heal Ice Milk. A little bit, just a smidge. Just a smidge. Alright. Oh, fucking hacks! Ugh, I got the first turn too, you fucking assholes. Jesus Christ! And because they're immune to magic, you can't, like, just get rid of them. You can't just freely kill them. And there goes Getchley. What's up, souls? We're fucking winning, kind of. But these old hags, they really just, you know, we get the RNG to draw a hag, you're pretty much fucked. They're really annoying. They're super annoying. It just takes two of them to wipe your whole team, basically. So let's go ahead and have Brian return to Eliahan. But I think the problem is, souls, that I don't have enough warriors. They're a fight where you need to have warriors to win, and I don't have any soldiers in my team. Anybody that has good attack power, except for Brian. This is the wrong place. Hey! I want my Getchley back. Give me my Getch. Oh, Getchley! I think that soldier is the best class in the game. And I think that what you want to do is you want to have a soldier that can cast spells. And then you're pretty much done. That's my theory. I want to leave a bunch of gold here. Okay, let's go to the rest of the inn, or rather my mom's house. Hey, mommy! Hey, mommy! I want my binky! Dee 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 dee. Beep 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 beep. Okay, so now we can go ahead and is our team in the right order? No. So status, formation, Brian, Ass Milk, then Getchley, then Jeremy. That's the correct formation. Okay, we're all rested up now. Now we can teleport where we want to go. Which is Summonow. This dungeon's a fucking ballbuster. Fucking hag! There's only one hag, though, so we can focus our fire very easily. So, Brian, you fight the hag. Ass Milk, you parry. Getchley, you fight the hag. And then Jeremy, you be a wizard and cast Blazemore on this Kong. I think that's the move. Which one do you prefer, monsters on the map or random encounters? I think it depends on the design of the game, right, Souls? I think neither is superior to the other one. It's just a matter of, you know, relativity to the game's underlying design. I think that, you know, it depends on what kind of challenge you're trying to invoke. In this game, having monsters on the map, you know, it'd be a very different game. I wouldn't say it'd be necessarily superior. It'd be probably a lot easier. And there's other two monsters chasing you. You fight, you parry, you fight, and you use your Staff of Thunder. I think it's definitely nice, Souls, to be able to see monsters coming. It's not as much of a surprise. You can avoid encounters more easily. But again, that creates a different, like, difficulty curve as well, for better or worse. So I don't really know. I think I like them both okay. As boring of an answer as that is. How about you, Souls? Do you have one you prefer over the other one? 3 Kongs! Brian, you fight a Kong. Asmilk, you parry. Getchley, you fight a Kong. And Jeremig, you be a wizard and cast Snow Blast. Milady. Mitty mitty bop, bitty bitty bop. Mitty bitty 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 bop. Snow. Oh, they're immune to snow. What do you snow? You use your Staff of Thunder. I guess they're big furry monkeys and they're immune to being cold. I respect that. Isn't that great, Souls? Got great graphics, great soundtrack. I mean, for 1988? 1988? Also, the game design's so ambitious. This game has a fucking day-night cycle, Souls. Holy shit. You can have a party of unlimited size in this game. You can have 4 characters at a time, but you can have unlimited guys in storage. Like, just kind of vibing. You can add them to your party or remove them at will. It's, this game is so ambitious and so good to this very day. So much fun. I really could not be more impressed by it. It really feels like an all-time RPG. All these years later, it feels very modern. The only problem with it is the goddamn UI is so bad. That's really its only downside. All these menus are really, really terrible to use. Okay, team's looking alright still. Doo-doo, I went too far again. Okay. So... backed up over here is 1. Let's go north this time. Hey there, guys! You fight, you parry, you fight, and you use your Staff of Thunder. Because they're largely immune to magic anyway. Thunderbolt! Brian, kill somebody! There you go. You fight, Asmilk, you parry, you fight, and Jeremig, you use Blazemore on this fucking hork. quirks are really not that dangerous, it seems like. It's kind of funny that way. Easy game. So much XP here. I am not mad at that. Okay. North leads to a room with a beach and small pond in the northeast. And exits to the north and south. These guys are not that bad. They're kind of bad, but not terrible. You fight, you parry, you actually use a spell. Use Snow Blast. And you also use Snow Blast. That should pretty much kill all these guys. Oh, well there you go. They're immune. Yeah, they actually don't hit that hard, honestly. There you go. So now we need some heals in general. Let's get a heal from Getchley. Heal more on Brian. And then let's get vanilla heals for everybody else. Let's have Brian do it. Brian, you heal Ass Milk. Brian, you heal Getchley. And Brian, you heal Jeremig. Beep, beep, beep. So, north from there leads to a west-northeast intersection. I feel like I know where I'm at. Yeah. To which west leads to the southwest pond room. Okay. These guys who were once really, really scary are not as scary anymore. They're still kind of scary. But now, Brian, you fight. Ass Milk, you parry. Getchley, you put them to sleep. And Jeremig, use your Thunder. It's kind of a risk, but I think it would be a good risk to take. It's a calculated risk. Well, it worked really well there, because Getchley put them both to sleep anyway. Oh, they are immune to Thunder. Well, you sons of bitches. So, Brian, now you fight. Ass Milk, you parry. Getchley, you fight, and you use your Thunder Rod again. Do-do-do-doodly-doo. So they both woke up, but they're kind of slow. So you fight, you parry, you fight, you use the Thunder. This might work. There you go. Okay, could have been worse. Let's heal Ass Milk. Because she's so weak. So, Final Fantasy vs. Dragon Quest, which one do you prefer? I love them, both of them. Well, here's the thing, Souls. I played Final Fantasy games on PS1 and beyond. But none of the games before that. So I played Final Fantasy 1 on NES a couple years ago. That game was okay. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't, it was a game for its era. I liked it well enough. But I would say that Final Fantasy 1 compares very poorly to the NES Dragon Quest games. I never played any Final Fantasy beyond that, except for FF7, 8, 9, 10, 12, etc. And I love, the Final Fantasy games on PS1 and PS2 a lot. I never played any Dragon Quest games that are beyond NES. So, I would say that, for me, I don't know, to me they're very different right now, for me personally, right, Souls? Because I'm familiar with Dragon Quest on the NES. And familiar with Final Fantasy on PS1 and beyond. So if I really wanted like a gameplay-focused game, Souls, I would play these games, Dragon Quest, on NES. They're better with the gameplay, honestly. But if I want to play a game that was very much, like, in terms of like its graphics and its sound, music, etc., storyline, of course, Final Fantasy on PS1 and beyond. But yeah, I would say gameplay-wise, I really like these old-school Dragon Quest games. But I never played any of the old-school NES games except for the first one, which was just okay. So, Getchly, you use heal on Asmo. And then also on yourself. Hey, you ever play the old school Final Fantasy game, Souls? I want to play Final Fantasy 2 at some point in the near future. But I kind of almost want to play Dragon Quest 4 even more. So I might just do that. FF6 is honey, huh? FF2 is bae. You commented recently on that Saga Frontier 2 video, Fortio. That's the same franchise, kind of, asterisk, as Final Fantasy 2, right? You could think of FF2 as being the first game in the Saga franchise, kind of. Kind of, sort of. Getchly, you use heal on Getchly. You're playing the Pixel Remake for FF1, huh? Okay, so I played FF1 on NES Souls, but I played it with a fan mod that added a couple of quality of life changes. So I expect that what you and I are playing, you know, the one I played and what you're playing right now, are probably kind of similar. In that, you know, it's a very true experience of the NES experience, but a little bit more modern. Okay, so, Brian, you fight Lethal Armor. Asmilk, you parry. Getchly, you fight Lethal Armor. And Jeremig, you cast Snow Blast on the Curers. Nicely done. The Saga games are so difficult, kudos to anyone who did not get lost in them. I think that you're supposed to get lost in those games, Souls. I've read interviews from the director of that series that his ambition creatively was for people to get lost. And some people don't fuck with that. I understand that. You know, I find the games sometimes very frustrating. The Saga games on Game Boy, the first ones in the series, are not that bad. They're actually pretty straightforward. But once you get to Saga Frontier on PS1 and Saga Frontier 2, boy, it's very frustrating how obtuse they are. Of course, Unlimited Saga on PS2 is notoriously one of the worst games ever, because of how obtuse it is. And I never played any of the Romancing Saga games yet. Yeah, I watched that whole video, Long Play When. It looked fun, but I still have a hard time playing games where I can't make my own character lately. You know? You like to have them be totally custom. Yeah, Saga Frontier 2, you cannot do that, nor can you in Saga Frontier 1. Brian, you fight Lethal Armor. Asmilk, you parry. Getchly, you fight Lethal Armor. And Jeremig, you cast Snow Blast on these two guys. Yeah, Souls, if you like, you know, retro 8-bit JRPGs, I would recommend trying Saga on, you know, it's called Final Fantasy Legend on Game Boy. Final Fantasy Legend, you know, 1, 2, and 3 on Game Boy are all, you know, they're pretty fun. They're pretty fun, and they're not that hard to understand compared to later Saga games. So you played those games already, Souls? Final Fantasy Legend on Game Boy? Those are in Japan known as Saga 1, 2, 3. They're the first Saga games. But some say the first Saga game is Final Fantasy 2, because that game, you know, had the same director as the Saga franchise, and he basically got kicked off of the Final Fantasy franchise for making such a weird game. The legend goes that this guy made FF2, and people didn't like it as much, so they booted him off that series, but he begged them for a second chance, and said, hey, listen, I'll use the Final Fantasy sprites and make a Game Boy game, won't cost you nothing, so it's all reused assets. That's where Saga comes from. I'm more into modern ones like Metaphor, huh? That's that new Atlas game, right? Alright, Brian, you fight, Asmilk, you parry, you fight, and you, just use your thunder, I guess. There you go. Dude, Asmilk doesn't get mad fast. Wow, Getch is 22. Learn new spell, Getch! Yes. Ooh, 2 new spells, holy shit. So Getch is a pilgrim. What'd you learn, Getch? You learn heal all? So Getch learned beat. Okay, usually we left the stream for that. And I think stop spell? Oh, limbo. Hmm. You can do it, Asmilk. You're almost there, queen. Just one more level, girl. Dude, Souls, Asmilk is one more level to become a different class. She won't have her sexy money of it anymore, or a cute little purse, but she will actually be not worthless in combat. Okay. So, for this group, we have to kill the Tortragon on the first turn. If Brian hits him, and Getchley hits him, and Jeremy hits him with lightning, then it's over. But the Shaman revives him, that's right, we can't do that. So, Brian, you fight the Shaman. Assmilk, you parry. Getchley, you fight... Let's play it safe. You use Sleep. And Jeremy, you use Sleep. Okay, so Dragon's asleep. Now we gotta kill the Shaman ASAP. So, Brian, you fight the Shaman. Assmilk, you fight the Shaman. No, back it up. Brian, you fight the Dragon. Assmilk, fight the Shaman. Getchley, fight the Shaman. Jeremig, use, Thunder on the Shaman. Okay, he's dead. Now the Dragon's dead. Bonk, 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 and bonk. There you go. Not bad, Getch. 7 damage. Brian hits that dragon so hard these days. I think I know where I am. So you fight the Shadow, you parry, you fight a Shadow, and you cast... We'll use your Thunder, actually. On these guys. Meet up. Thunderclap! Up. I just saw your message, 4TL. That's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, so let's see here. So... if I go south from here... Ah, fuck. So you fight, you parry, you... use a spell of some kind? Why don't you use... Firebane? And you use your staff. That's right, hit me for fucking 4 damage, you dummies. You big dummies! Oh, so they are immune to that. Fight, 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 and fight. Damn you. Yeah, we'll see, 4TL. They all look really great to me. Got a chest, we'll be fine here. More Thorn Whips, huh? Great. So, spell? We're all kind of low. Brian, you're gonna heal everybody. Heal yourself. Brian, heal Assmilk. Brian, heal Getchley. And Brian, heal Jeremig. Okay. Be-dee-dee-ba-bo. Be-dee-dee-dee. It all loops back around to places I've already been. So, there's only one route through the first floor. And it would be west, then north, right? Something like that. So, Brian, you fight, this shaman. You parry. Getchley, you fight the shaman. And Jeremy, you cast Blazemore on this shadow. Oh, he's fucking immune. Magic is kind of annoying that way, to be honest. Everyone's always immune to shit. And it's always like everything they're immune to. Okay. So if I go this way and then go straight south, where do I end up? This is where I want to be. So if I go this way, then go south. Oh no! There goes my magic! So Brian, you fight. Assmilk, you parry. Actually, you fight. Getchley, you fight. And Jeremig, I guess you just use your thunder because all your magic, they're immune to all the magic. Totally ignore the Hork. He is not a threat. Really, I want to have Brian have at least 8 MP. That's the scary thing. You fight this guy. Assmilk, you fight this guy. Getchley, you fight the Hork. And Jeremig, you cast Blazemore on the Hork. You son of a bitch. There you go. Good job, Assmilk. You fucking saved the day. So I go south from here. Oh my god. There's a lot of duderies. So, Brian fight the lethal armor. Assmilk, you parry. Getchley, you cast Snow Blast on the Curers. And Jeremig do the same thing. That should kill them all, no problem. They should be dead here. Okay, these guys hit it so fucking hard. Please die! Okay. Now you fight these guys. Assmilk, you parry. Getchley, you fight. And Jeremig, you cast Snow Blast. Oh, Getch did no damage there. Snow Blast! They're very vulnerable to snow magic, it seems. Let's fucking go, Jeremig. So he's a wizard. Okay. So now you get healed by Getchley. Getchley, heal Assmilk. And then heal more on yourself. Okay. Jesus! One step. Assmilk, you parry. Actually, you fight. Getchley, you fight. And Jeremig, use your Staff of Thunder. So, this dungeon's story, 4TL, is that there's a guy imprisoned here who I can use to prove that the king of Summonow is a shapeshifter. So I gotta go save the guy here, then go to Summonow and reveal the king to be a shapeshifter, and then I can get the Change Rod. Change Rod goes to the old man at Greenlad, gives me this fucking thigh bone, take that to the ocean to fight the Phantom ship, then get an artifact that I can take to a magical bay to free an ancient warrior, get the Sword of Gaia, throw that into the volcano, and I can beat the game, supposedly. Supposedly. So this is kind of like the mainline quest. I have a theory I want to test 4TL, which is that I think that these orbs might be optional. I heard that the orbs are used for... the orbs are used to get a flying ship. But I don't see how I need the flying ship, to be honest. So I want to try to beat the game without it. Or rather, I want to see if I can get to the end without it. And if I can... Oh, fuck. Yes! 18 damage, so I can go, Assmilk. Jesus. Good job. Oh my god, I fought 3 fights in a row, one step at a time. What's going on? I like random encounters, but there needs to be some kind of mechanism that's not totally random. It has to be, like, after a fight, every step increases your chance to get into a fight by a small amount. So you don't always get into a fight every single step you take. That's so obnoxious. You fight, you fight, you fight, and you use your Thunder Staff. The fact that there's, like, no protection against getting into a fight every single step you take is pretty crazy. Fuck him up, ass milk! Do, 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 doodly do. Okay. West, then north, then west, then south. Okay, so of these guys, the Terror Shadow is actually the scariest. He dies in one hit. From anything. So I think I should do Brian, fight... Well, how about Brian fight the Terror Shadow? Ass Milk parries. Getchley uses Snow Blast on the skeletons, and so does Jeremy. That might kill them too, to be honest. So they're making me very vulnerable to these normal attacks. Oh, great! They're immune to snow. I always forget. I need to write down all their weaknesses. Okay, well, this is kind of scary now. This is really scary now. Brian, you fight. Ass Milk, you parry. Getchley, honestly, you might have to parry here. And Jeremig, you cast Firebane? We're gonna lose Getch if I'm not careful. Do 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 doodly do. Firebane! Oh, he's dead. What's up, Ryan? Welcome aboard, dude. Skeleton Warriors. Skeleton Warriors. So, we're kind of in a position where we can't really heal that well. I guess it should be Jeremy who does it. We should actually get out of here. We have not much of a choice. So we should do Getchley outside. Zoop zoop. And then Getchley return to Summon Now. And no, Forte, we never did figure out that whole situation now. I wonder if maybe now that I've loaded my save, maybe now I can do stuff there? Like, what if it's like every real life day? We calculate based on saves, right? Like, every time he starts a game, maybe something changes there? I don't know. I haven't been there yet today. Enjoy thy stay! That's a lot of fucking money. The Legend of Assam. How's your weekend, Ryan? No hags, please. Okay, the Kongs are good. You fight a Kong, you parry. Getchley, you use some kind of anti-Kong magic, but not snow. So use Firebane. And then Jeremig likewise use Firebane. I wonder what buy kill is. Why is it buy? Does it hit two enemies and try to kill them? Oh no, is that true, Ryan? You got the fucking flu, dude? Everyone's getting sick, dog. That's fucking science. Winter science. Okay, so now we can just have you fight, you parry, you fight, and you cast your lightning spell. Thunder! There you go, Getch. There we got here. Acorns of Life. Wow, it's not too bad. That luck's paying off. Getting a lot of items. Okay, so let's keep it moving. Okay, so a lethal armor and 2 Kongs. The armor is soft to magic, but not all magic. Brian, you fight a Kong. Ass Milk, you parry. Getchly, why don't you... cast Snow Blast on these 2 Kongs? No. Use Snow Blast on the lethal... actually, You be a wizard and cast Ice Bolt on this lethal armor. And Jeremig, you be a wizard and cast Fire Bang on these Kongs. He's a dead-ass monkey right there. Another dead monkey right there. Okay, so now Brian fight lethal armor. So Brian fight Kong. You parry. Getchly, you be a wizard and cast Ice Bolt on this lethal armor. And Jeremy can do the same thing. Ice Bolt. Busy time of year for me at work, and I'm sick as shit. It always works that way, right? Probably because you know, those 2 things are related, right? When you're busy, you're stressed out, you're exhausted, and you're around a lot of people, probably. All good ways to get sick. If that's your ambition. Brian, heal Brian. Oh! An Infernus Knight. And 3 Witch Doctors. That's funny. It's an annoying fight. Brian, you fight the Witch Doctor. Ass Milk, you parry. Getchly, you cast Ice, Frost, Snow Blast. And Jeremy, you cast Snow Blast? And it might not work. I hope it works a little bit at least. Okay, it does. Yo, Wednesday off? Let's go, Ryan. Enjoy some fucking Christmas. Merry Christmas. Okay, so now, Brian, you fight the, fight the Infernus Knight. You parry, you, once again, cast Snow Blast. And you also, once again, cast Snow Blast. Infernus Knight. Okay, you're done. You son of a fucking bitch, dude. I hate you so much, dude. I hate you so much, dude. Okay. Yes, it's level 20. This EXP here is nuts. I cannot believe how fast we're leveling up in this area. Okay. So now Ass Milk is level 20. So rather than go to this damn dungeon, let's Brian return to Dama. And make Ass Milk into somebody who's not fucking ass. Beep bop boop, beep 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 beep, beep bop boop boop boop, beep. So how much? So let's take a note here of Ass Milk stats. Info, Ass Milk. So much luck. So much luck. Okay. So, Ass Milk. Goof off. 22, 26, 54, 31, 165, 112, 0. So, by far the worst stats. Well, actually, you know what? That's more strength than Getchley had at level 21 as a wizard. So, I mean, there's something, you know what I'm saying? That's something. Beep bop 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 bop. Okay. Beep 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 beep. So my current composition of my party, it would make the most sense to have Asphodel become a pilgrim, I think, first, and then a wizard. Although Pilgrim largely has better stats, so in theory you want to go to Pilgrim as late as possible. Beep 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 beep. I think about having fucking... If I have another wizard on my team, that's another person that has low defense. But Asphodel didn't have low defense, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't that bad. And she's gonna level up mad fast in this next dungeon. Turn Assum into fucking Gassum. It doesn't really matter what she becomes first, I feel like. Well, I don't know. Let's look at my... So if I look at Jeremig's stats, 33, 45, 61. It seems like going to a Pilgrim last ended up with way higher stats. So let's go ahead and make Asphodel into a wizard. And then a pilgrim. And then a soldier.